Good morning from day, I just looked, it's either 32 or 33 on trail on my 2024 AT journey. I'm about 1,200 feet up my climb up Mount Moriah. So I've officially entered the White Mountains. I'm dripping sweat all over, down my arms, on my hands, down my legs. It's a humid day. It was raining a bit this morning, but then it stopped, so now it's just really humid. Had a shuttle, Ziggy picked me up at the motel at 8 this morning. Stickman and I shared the shuttle in and started hiking probably around 8:15 or so. But yeah, it's a big climb. It's like 3,000 feet of climbing over 6 miles up to Mount Moriah. And then there's like another 2 or so from the summit to the Imp shelter and campsites, which is where I'll be staying tonight. So it's a short mileage day, but a good amount of climbing. Stickman and I hiked together for the first part. It was pretty gradual, but now it's getting steeper, so he pushed on ahead because I've slowed down. But it's only 9:30, so I've gone all day. We've already gone 3 miles, so we're halfway up the climb. But yeah, and we'll check in later. All right, so I am 4 miles into my day. I've climbed 2,300 feet. I have about 900 feet or so to go to the summit of Mount Moriah, and still like a mile and a half. And I'm just taking like a little sit break right now. It's actually a little bit chilly sitting here. I have goosebumps. I don't know if you can see, because there's a nice breeze and I'm sweaty, so it's just cooling me down. Also feel some raindrops every now and then. I don't know if they're coming from the sky or from the trees above me. But it's definitely like cloudy, so it could be coming from the sky. But yeah, it's a little bit chilly, but I don't really want to put on a jacket because I'm going to start hiking again here soon and I'll probably just get hot. So yeah, I'm probably like halfway through my day mileage wise, but like well over halfway through my day elevation wise. I think total for the day it's like 3,600 feet. So like I said, 900 more feet to the summit. That would put me at 3,200 feet, and then I've got maybe like 400 feet. There's a climb right before I get to the campsite. So it's only 10:30. So it's still early, so like not in a rush at all. Briefly crossed my mind to keep going to Carter Notch, like the stealth sites, a quarter mile downhill from Carter Notch Hut, but it's supposed to rain tonight and I don't really want to set up my tent in the rain, versus if I stay at Imp I can stay in the shelter. But also my sleeping pad is not fixed, unfortunately. I thought that we finally got a good seal on the hole yesterday after our 3rd attempt to patch it. Our being me and Stickman was helping me, but it still lost air overnight when I just had it sitting out, not even putting any weight on it. So the next 4 nights are gonna be less than pleasant because I'm gonna have to keep waking up to refill it. But hopefully it's a slower leak, at least now that we have something covering the hole. My plan is to probably mail this sleeping pad home to Jordan, to have him send it off to Nemo for me to fix it, or for him to try to fix it. I might see if I can find someone with duct tape tonight to see if putting a piece of duct tape over the hole will help. But I also don't want to like ruin the pad by putting duct tape on it and then have it to be not fixable, because like I said, I want to mail it off to Nemo to see if they can fix it and repair it for me. In the meantime, I just ordered a new pad, which is unfortunate because that's $200 from REI, because there's an REI in North Conway, which is actually where I was going for my next town anyway. So I ordered a new pad from there, not the same one, kind of like the one I have now was like in extreme conditions, so like a cold 4-season pad. The one I got is just the Nemo Tensor insulated one. It's still a 4-season pad, but instead of an R value of like 8, it's an R value of like 5.4, which is still really good, but $200. But I ordered it for store pickup, so when I get to Conway, I'll get a shuttle in, probably from Ziggy again, to REI to pick that up, and hopefully that one doesn't get a hole too, because wouldn't that be my luck? But yeah, that's my plan, and the day's going good so far. I'm gonna have a quick snack here before I start moving again and try to push up to the summit. Like I said, 1.5 miles, 900 feet. So we're steep right now, but it does mellow out for a little bit here soon before the final steep climb up. So I will see you later. Bye. All right, so I'm at the cutoff for the Blue Blaze to Mount Moriah. The AT continues that way, but the summit for Moriah is up that. It's 0.1. Far out says 50 yards. And like I've said before, since I'm collecting 4,000 footers, we're going up this. See you there. All right, summit of Mount Moriah. First 4,000 footer in the whites. Done. I dropped my pack shortly after the cutoff for the Blue Blaze, somewhere where it wasn't muddy. It was really weird climbing up here without the weight of my pack on, but it was nice. Yeah, better views than expected, considering the clouds. Yeah, I'm not sure what mountains these all are that I'm looking at, so I'm going to pull open my app and see what I can figure out. Alright, so this right here is going to be like Jefferson and Madison. Mount Washington's in the clouds back there. And here in the foreground is going to be where the Carters are. Those are my next mountains tomorrow. I did not see on my app where the Wildcats are, but those are the Carters, those are the Prezzies, and the Wildcats would be between them. Of course, there's a cloud that rolls in right when I start filming this, but just trust me that the Prezzies are back there. Alright, so I am at the cutoff for the Imp Campsite. It's about 1:30. I did briefly consider continuing to Carter Notch Hut. As you can see, it's another 7.3 miles, but I checked far out because I know in order to get there you have to go up and over all the Carters, and it would be another 2,700 feet of climbing. I've already done 3,800 feet today, so that would put me over 6,000 for the day, which is a pretty big day, and I don't want to like burn myself out the first day in the whites. I also anticipate if I did that, I probably wouldn't be getting to the hut until after 6 p.m., which would mean I probably definitely wouldn't have an option for work for stay at that point, that late in the day. And I would have to hike the 0.25 past the hut, or downhill from the hut to the stealth campsites. So just gonna come in here. It'll be a nice, I mean, I shouldn't say it was an easy day because I did climb 3,800 feet, but like a nice mellow intro to the whites. Not gonna burn myself out. I'm gonna get to relax and recover at camp. I'm not sure if Stickman will have continued or came down here. We will find out. I think he was sort of uncertain what he was gonna do. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he pushed to at least Carter Notch Hut tonight. But yeah, it's 0.3 miles downhill, back in the direction that I just came uphill from, which stinks. Like looking at the trail map from an aerial view, the way that, you know, going up on the AT and then having to loop back down to this campsite, it's a little unfortunate. But hey, that's what you do in the Whites. I gotta get used to it, getting, you know, 0.3, 0.4, whatever miles off trail, going back downhill to get to appropriate places to camp here. But I'm getting in early enough that I should definitely get a spot in the shelter. It's supposed to rain tonight, so gonna snag a spot there. Also in the Whites is gonna be a lot of tent platforms, and while I can set up on a platform, it's not the easiest, especially knowing that it's going to be raining. You know, I won't have like a super taut pitch. So shelter it is for me tonight. The caretaker here is supposed to be super nice and friendly, according to Badger stayed here last night. So there's supposed to be Bluebird and Otter definitely coming in here. They're a little bit behind me. And if Sparkles came back out on trail today, I think this is where she was planning on going. So yeah, I will check in once I'm done with this 0.3 and down at the shelter. See you there. All right, so here is the Imp Campsite shelter. I think this was recently rebuilt, like in 2021, so it's pretty new. It's a double decker, it looks super nice. I walked up to the caretaker's tent and I didn't see anyone up there. I did pass though, like someone that was doing some trail maintenance pretty close to the cutoff for this site, so I don't know if that was the caretaker. I'll check back in periodically. There is a pay station like up here that says $15, but I want to check in personally with a caretaker because I need to get my through hiker pass, which from what I understand you pay $10 for your first night if you're a through hiker at a site maintained by a caretaker, and then every other time after that is 50% off, so $5. But it's a super nice place. There's looks like an eating area down here. There's a water source somewhere that direction. I think it's supposed to be like a spring. And there's bear boxes up there. And I think that there's like a, oh yeah, there's, I think the privy's back there. So super nice. I'm gonna sit and just chill and hang out for a little bit. And hopefully I can find the caretaker later this afternoon. They probably aren't expecting people to get in this early, so they might just be out. But I may or may not see you later. Got my through hiker pass for the AMC. It says $10 for tonight, and then it'll be $5 at every AMC campsite, or 50% off. And you also get at the huts, you can have one bowl of soup, and 2 baked goods. So I can stop into the huts and get that for free. And then at the Pinkham Notch Visitor Center, Highland Center, those are both here in the Whites, and then the Mohican Outdoor Center, that's in Jersey. You can have these like combo deals for a discounted rate.